Hey, it's Whitney from EcoVeganGal.com and welcome back to the What a Vegan Eats channel where I share what I eat on a daily basis. Apologize, my hair's a little crazy right now. I'm not really apologizing, I guess I just wanted to explain it. I wear my hair up a lot during the day because it's just easier to manage, and I'm also about to go exercise, thus the little headband and the top that I'm wearing. And anyways, hello. I just had a phenomenal meal. I also feel like my place is a little messy. My bed's not made. There's stuff all over the place, which is really amusing because I recently really tidied up my place. There's a sock hanging out there because I just did laundry and I haven't put it away yet because I haven't found the missing sock. Don't you hate it when that happens? When the socks get separated? Anyways, that has nothing to do with food, but I know sometimes people notice things in the background, and I might as well just really explain it. And same with my crazy hair. You know, with this channel, my aim is not to look perfect, have the background be perfect, any of that. It's really just to talk about food. So, with that out of the way, I had an incredible meal, and I can't wait to show you how I made it because I really think you should try it too. I didn't measure anything out, so it's not like a recipe, but it's inspiration for you to try something similar, which you probably have. It's such a basic thing. I threw together with ingredients I had from home. It's pretty low histamine. You know, I'm still learning a lot about the histamine diet. Nuts, I think, are kind of borderline, especially cashews. They tend to not, I think, be the best, but it's also like finding a balance because eating foods that make me feel good personally, and foods that I have around, have access to, and just trying not to limit myself too much. So with that said, let me show you this delicious dish I made. I started with some brown rice and quinoa pasta, added in about a half a cup of soaked cashews, then I sprinkled in a little bit of salt, nutritional yeast, garlic powder that I got in bulk, and poured it on top of the pasta. Oh, it was so good. And then I topped it with some smoked paprika to just take it over the top. It was so good, I practically licked the bowl. So now I am headed out to a barre class, B-A-R-R-E. I put the pause on my yoga membership because I want to try something that's more about like tightening the body as opposed to like strength and flexibility. So I'm really excited about that. I feel all fueled up with my pasta, and I'll cut to some footage from my Snapchat, which is kind of like it's like a vlog now. I don't put too much on Snapchat, but like interesting stuff like this. So take a peek at that, and then we'll get back on track with food. I'm just leaving the barre class, and none of my snaps were really that interesting, so I'm not even going to bother using them, I don't think. Maybe we'll see. Plus I shot them all vertically, and I usually like to shoot horizontally when I'm going to put them in a video, so it was such an intense class, but I feel really good. I'm sure I'm going to be super sore tomorrow. I'm going to be coming back for 13 more days in a row. Well, I'm here at Whole Foods again, second night in a row, even though yesterday I didn't really get much food except for that ice cream. I just came back from meeting up with some friends. We went to this pizza place and played trivia night, and I wanted to get some food because their pizza looks really good and they have gluten-free vegan pizza. But it's so tough to eat things like that right now on the low histamine diet, you know. I'm not supposed to be eating tomatoes, mushrooms. Well, tomatoes are kind of standard, mushrooms are one of my favorite toppings, and there's all these other things, so it didn't feel worth the money to like get this bread with cheese on top of it. So I'm coming here to find some, I don't know what I'm gonna get here. How many of you just come to Whole Foods and have no idea what you're gonna buy, or any other natural market? That's not really a good habit because then you end up spending money or buying things you don't really need. So we'll see. lot of potatoes and zucchini lately, so I guess those are safe bets. And I saw a really cool recipe for using yams in a like frozen dessert. So I'm gonna try that, get some rice or pasta, and I think I'll be good to go. All of those groceries cost me under $13, and I think everything was organic. Wait, yes, everything was organic. And I was gonna spend like over $15 on a really small pizza for dinner, so I'm glad I didn't do that. I didn't feel like documenting the process of making this, but it's so good. I have to tell you about this. This is a carob shake, or like kind of like a carob chocolate milk except without chocolate, because I've noticed after eating chocolate the past few nights or so, my allergies have been, or whatever, the nasal symptoms and sneezing and all that stuff that I get have been kind of affected, and I wonder if it's chocolate. Chocolate's definitely something that a low histamine diet does not include. So I'm trying to get back on the carob train, and how I made this was I used 8 ounces of this coconut milk. You could really use any milk, it doesn't seem to matter. And then I used 1 tablespoon of carob powder, which I found in bulk, but if you're having trouble finding it, you can definitely get it in like big containers if you're planning on using a lot. Like I think maybe Bob's Red Mill makes it, I'm not sure. Then I used 2 tablespoons of coconut sugar because I wanted it pretty sweet, and a sprinkle of vanilla powder. You could use a few drops of just vanilla extract. And then that wasn't quite sweet enough. The flavors weren't super strong. So I added in a few drops of liquid stevia, and then just a tad of salt, this sea salt here, to boost up the flavor. And it is so good that I'm probably going to be making another batch of it very soon. I'm going to try to drink this very slowly. Well, I didn't really feel like recording while I ate dinner, but I did have really good hemp tofu with zucchini, which I seasoned with salt, pepper, smoked paprika, and a little bit of garlic ginger sauce made with coconut aminos. And now I'm having some homemade French fries that were baked. I added a little bit of coconut oil to them, plus salt, pepper, smoked paprika, and nutritional yeast. Those are kind of like my main ingredients right now. And I'm splurging a little bit and dipping them in Earth Balance Mindful Mayo, the soy-free version. Really, it's because I'm trying to get rid of this jar because it's been sitting in my fridge staring at me, and as I'm working towards reducing the amount of oil in my diet, just trying to get the oil that I do have out so it's less tempting, and I don't really want to throw it out. Plus, it's really tasty. So I'm having that, and then it probably will be the last thing that I have tonight. There's a chance that I might make that carob drink again. Who knows? But I think I'm going to say goodbye to you unless something ultra exciting happens, and I will see you tomorrow.